But I think for the first time, you saw what the Ben Johnson stuff is supposed to look like. Not just in theory, not just in scheme, but in execution. The Bears ran the ball. Now, again, it helps that Dallas is Dallas, even though I thought Kenny Clark was supposed to be a thing and quasi-upgrade because we don't need Micah because Micah's off the edge. We get interior line. That'll help shore up the run. The Bears were able to run. The Bears are not a good running team. They were able to run on the Dallas Cowboys. Make of that what you will. But in regards to Caleb Williams, he's under a lot of pressure. The city of Chicago wants a winner. So they need Caleb to be who they think he's supposed to be. And Ben Johnson was brought in to help accelerate that process, right? The offense looked like a Ben Johnson offense. Now, the first 2 weeks, I felt like Ben Johnson was being a little conservative. I felt like he was being a little conservative and he didn't want to roll out who he actually is. But I think that ass whooping by the Lions, him having his former team walk up there and put a 50 burger on his face, I think slapped some reality in him. That was his reality check. Be who you are. Do with what got you here. Don't now become a head coach and switch up. Find the scheme, do the plays, even though you don't have Jahmyr Gibbs, even though you don't have David Montgomery, even though you don't have Jameson Williams, Amon-Ra, all that offensive line. You don't have any of them. Still, though, run the plays. Do the stuff that got you the Mad Genius title. Do the things that made you the apple of every GM and owner's eye for the last 2 off seasons as they all hoped you walked away, and he finally did it. He went out there and you saw the trickeration. You saw the flea flickers. You saw the weird formations. You saw the offset looks. You saw it. That's the offense. That's the Mad Genius. Do that every week. You need to be who you are. Even though it's not Amon-Ra and it's Zacchaeus, so be it. Even though it's not, Jahmyr Gibbs, is Swift, so be it. Even though it's not, Penei Sewell and it's Darnell Wright, so be it. Do the plays. Do with what got you here. And I think that ass whooping by the Lions might be the saving grace for the Bears season and for the early tenure of Ben Johnson. That 50 burger they put up on him, including running plays late in the fourth quarter to continuously score, reminded him of who he is. Not just who he was in Detroit, but who he is supposed to be in Chicago. He needs to keep that energy, keep the flea flickers coming, keep the weird offset formations coming, keep the fake reverses coming. That is who you are. Scheme these guys open because the talent is not there. And it won't be there because you don't have the same type of GM. You're going to have to scheme Zacchaeus open every week. You're going to have to find creative ways to get Cole Kmet and Loveland the Rock. You're going to have to do that. You can't just rely on the Porter to cook somebody. You can't just rely on J-Mo to run past somebody. You're going to have to scheme open your alleged number 1 wide receiver, DJ Moore. Yes, you're going to have to scheme him open. You're going to have to put Rome Odunze in spots where he can flourish. Yes. Getting a 50-piece put on his head might be the most important thing that ever happens to Ben Johnson head coaching career because it slapped him back to reality.